I began in the film business straight in as a producer of micro-budget movies. My first two, the first one was called Fast Food, which my now business partner Stephen Kelleher sold when he was at Vine International back in '97. And the second one that I made was called Chunky Monkey, written and directed by the rather infamous Greg Crutwell. And we started our production company, Headgear Films, when we made this movie, and we've been business partners ever since. We then made a bigger budget movie. I think it was about €2.5 million sterling, which was called Rabbit on the Moon, or Conejo en la Luna, a Mexican-UK political thriller, which Capital Films sold. After that, we decided that we needed to really understand more about the industry and the market side of the business. And so we morphed our company into an investment company and decided to invest in producers' films who were much better than us. So we did that for a while, and then we went into business with Hilary Davis and Stephen Kelleher, and began Bankside in 1997. No, 2007. Bankside Films is an international distribution and finance company. So we are quite a few things. So we do develop selectively, we executive produce by assisting producers, package, certainly with the finance, and assist them with the casting, etc. So we're very hands-on, we give script notes, we're there through the editing, and we're very much partners with the producer to ensure that the film is produced as best as it can for the market. So we also bring our own finance. When we launched, we had a film fund, so we've been investing more and more over the years. My particular role in the company is to deal with the finance side, so bringing in other investors to single projects, as well as managing our own film fund. So that's my key role, and my other two partners, Hilary Davis, oversees the whole sales team as well as does the acquisitions, and Stephen Kelleher is the head of sales. So we're all quite defined in our roles, but there's an awful lot of crossover too. The way that we started out, we thought, well, in any market you've got to kind of offer something different, so it was our own film fund, which very few sales agents have. But one of the kind of key points about Bankside Films is that we're very close-knit, kind of family kind of feel, family approach in our company, which I know has an effect out there in terms of how we're viewed. So being owners of the company means that we work in quite a different way, say, to most of the others. So we're known for our taste in films. We're known to be hard workers, transparent, good reporting, etc. We're very selective in the films that we acquire. So we do about 6 films a year. We're very much a boutique company, and what we look for is something that it's that balance between the creative aspects to it and is there an international market for it. So we have to feel very passionate about the projects that we board, like any producer should do, because we're working on them solidly for a couple of years, the lifespan of packaging, financing, production and sales. So we do various kinds of films. We do elevated genre films, we do auteur director driven films, we work with Michael Winterbottom a lot. We've just got a Peter Greenaway movie out. And then we also, the third area that we look at choosing is the more kind of tentpole, kind of bigger movies. For example, one of my favourite that we're doing is called Belle, which is a big period movie with an all-star British cast, which has been going down very well recently. So we've got to personally feel passionate about it, but that's not quite that's not the only thing. That we've got to work with great producers, directors we believe in, and there certainly has to be some commercial aspects to it.
Yeah.
Definitely my first couple. Chunky Monkey, definitely. But since Bankside, since we've begun Bankside, I'd say, I mean, obviously all of them has a special place in my heart, but I love doing, I love doing the really teeny ones that break out, like the real micro budget ones, and also at the other end of the scale, the movies like Belle, big budget, it's a big theatrical movie, it looks wonderful. So the smaller movies that I can mention, I guess recently we had Ill Manners out last year, and some years ago we had a $12,000 movie, or at least $12,000 in the can, called In Search of a Midnight Kiss, directed and written by Alex Holdridge, which was an incredibly endearing romantic comedy, so unlike any others. Definitely get to understand the market side. So you've got the creative world of filmmaking, and then you've got the industry and the market, people like us and the local distribution companies. And where I got it wrong to begin with was I didn't get that part of it. I just thought, well, I'm definitely a good line producer. I know how to make a piece of film. But what I didn't really understand was what was needed and what was required to get a film properly off the ground and to be in cinemas worldwide. I didn't really understand that. So I'd say definitely get to understand the industry, even if it means your passion is to produce or to direct, but maybe take some time and maybe do some work or some interning at a distribution company or an international sales company. So that's kind of my key bit of advice that has really done me good getting into this world.